So we are studying human respiratory system. Studying human human respiratory system. Human respiratory system. And this human respiratory system, it consists of two parts. One is the respiratory tract. Number one, we can write as the A. Respiratory tract is R. It is also called as the conducting part. It is also called as the conducting part. That includes from the nostril up to bronchioles. And next B part is there, respiratory organ. Respiratory organ, that is lungs. So we have studied in the previous video the respiratory tract. Now today we are going to study about the respiratory organ at the lung. Where lung is found, so we are studying here the respiratory organ, that is about the lungs. A pair of lungs. So lungs are present in an airtight thoracic cavity. In an airtight thoracic cavity, and it is also called a thoracic chamber or thoracic chamber. It is also called as the thoracic chamber. It is found in an airtight thoracic chamber on either side of heart. This is the location of the heart, a location of lungs. So term came as the thoracic cavity. So we have to study first about the thoracic cavity. So the thoracic cavity is thoracic cavity. This is the cavity. This is cavity. This is the abdominal cavity. This is the thoracic cavity. So this thoracic cavity is formed. It is formed dorsally. This is dorsal side, this is ventral side, and these are the lateral side. So it is formed the dorsally, it is formed dorsally by vertebral column. Vertebral column as that as backbone. So that is dorsally formed by the vertebral column. Ventrally by sternum. Ventrally by the sternum. This is the sternum. This is the sternum on bone. This is the sternum. So thoracic cavity is formed dorsally by the vertebral column, ventrally by the sternum, laterally by ribs, laterally by ribs, and the lower side by dome shaped diaphragm. This is diaphragm. This is the diaphragm. So this makes a airtight cavity in which lung is situated. So now lung is externally covered by pleural membranes. By pleural membranes. Two membranes are there, one is external membrane and other the internal membrane. So lung is externally covered by a pleural membrane. This is the double layered. It is a double layered. It is double. This is double layered. So externally covered by pleural membrane. It pleural membrane. Pleural membranes encloses and pleural membrane have a cavity called pleural cavity. pleural cavity. Pleural cavity is filled. Pleural cavity is filled with a fluid called pleural fluid. So this pleural fluid, this pleural fluid, what is function of this pleural fluid? Allows frictionless movement of lungs. This pleural fluid allow frictionless movement. This allows frictionless movement of heart. And second one, protects the lung from mechanical shocks. Protects the lungs from mechanical shocks. So the respiratory or the respiration involve following steps. Respiration involves the following steps. Respiration involves the following steps. Number one is breathing. By which number one is breathing by first step, breathing by which atmospheric air is drawn into atmospheric air is drawn atmospheric air is drawn in and carbon dioxide rich alveolar air is released out. So first step what happens? Breathing, by which atmospheric air is drawn in and carbon dioxide rich alveolar air is released out. This is the first step. And second step, diffusion of gases. Second step is diffusion of gases. Second step, diffusion of gases. These are the oxygen and carbon dioxide. So diffusion of gases across alveolar membrane. This second step, we write this first. This is second step. And third, transport of gases. Third one, transport of gases by blood. And fourth step, this is transportation of gases by blood. And diffusion of next fourth, diffusion of gases. Diffusion of gases means carbon dioxide and oxygen between blood and tissue. This is fourth step, diffusion of gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen between blood and tissue. And next one, utilization of oxygen. And fifth, utilization of oxygen by cells for catabolic reaction. As a result, energy and catabolic reaction. As a result, energy and carbon dioxide is released. Again, this carbon dioxide is transported by the blood and reach to the lung alveoli, and where exchange of gases takes place.